Welcome to News Watch 12 at 10. I'm Nate Myhock. We'll get to those stories in just a few minutes, but first, we have some severe weather in our area, and that's been causing some serious damage. And Jeff, it's been a busy night for you in the weather department. What's the latest for us?
Yeah, hey Nate, the Northwoods did really well tonight. Central Wisconsin, not so much, with reports of wind gusts near 87 miles per hour, torrential downpours and flooding, and also a few funnel clouds and tornadoes out there. And here's the radar now. Again, these formed along Highway 8, so places like Vilas County, no worries at all tonight. The rest of us, though, had lots of issues across the area today. And we still have a couple of those out there right now. Looking at you, Portage County, Wapaka County, Wood County, Juneau County as well. Still some storms to get through tonight. These are packing a punch. They've had funnel clouds with them this evening, and they're dumping about 2 to 3 inch per hour rainfall rates, causing localized flooding in parts of Lincoln County, back over to Marathon County. But here's the good news. We are pretty much done with this now. This cold front's going to swing through tonight, and tomorrow we have a very nice day on the way. So our forecast tonight, though, is rain ending, still a bit muggy out there, with low temperatures down near 63. Your full forecast is coming up. Nate.
Thank you, Jeff. And after Governor Evers began to push for clean drinking water in 2019, health experts started a new campaign on Wednesday to help educate the public and decision makers about safe water in Wisconsin. The Department of Health Services and the DNR outlined 3 major water contaminants in the state: lead, nitrates, and PFAS. Lead may seem like an outdated issue, but Dr. John Mayman says thousands of Wisconsin kids test positive for lead each year.
For people who have concerns that they may live in an older home before 1986 that are concerned about lead in their plumbing, there are a number of simple steps if you own your home or even if you rent it that we provide, where we provide education both to local public health and to members of the public.
A panel series covering special topics in water health, from the higher risk in marginalized communities to how water quality affects agriculture, will take place to help educate the state. The campaign also includes information about resources for people with contaminated water.
We will certainly talk about the problems associated with nitrates, the problems associated with lead service lines, the problems associated with this suite of chemicals in the PFAS family. But we're also going to be talking about the solutions.
You can learn more about the campaign, their webinars, and the resources available to keep your drinking water safe on the DNR's website. Carnival workers and fair organizers are working hard to prepare for the first day of the Oneida County Fair tomorrow. They're hoping this year's event gives people the hometown feel that they have loved in the past. Newswatch 12's Lily Zoller has more.
You know, the carnival is like that, ooh, I'm driving my life away, looking for a sunny day for me.
For over 100 years, the Oneida County Fair has brought rides, games, and food to the North Woods. This year, they are eager to get back to an in-person fair after the pandemic forced a virtual event last year.
The most of the community is ready to go, ready to shake off the dust and get back on track with having events like this, and obviously still taking precautions.
Carnival workers have been preparing for 5 months to make sure this fair is a success, starting with painting and building the attractions in the winter. Since then, they've spent lots of time driving the rides to fairs around the area.
I don't really consider this a job. This is a lifestyle for me, and you know, it's not a job.
Carnival workers like Jacobs are hard at work setting up the fair in Rhinelander. He says that for it to run smoothly, he and his coworkers spend lots of time deciding on the location of each ride and game. Once that's done, they can begin the easy part of setting up the rides and then operating them.
The Oneida County Fair begins on July 29th and runs through August 1st.
This is if the brewing storm doesn't get in the way. Fair organizers are planning accordingly and hoping that the weather won't interrupt their setup.
Lots of cinder blocks, lots of ratchet straps, and a little bit of praying.
Barnett and his team remain hopeful, though.
We're ecstatic. We're so happy and excited. We're like jumping with, excitement that this is happening.
In Rhinelander, Lily Zoller, Newswatch 12.
A little bit of Eddie Rabbit there as well. The fair is looking for volunteers to help run the gates, and if you're interested, you can find details on ocfairwi.com. The Eagle River Area Chamber of Commerce and Visitor Center will soon be hosting Paul Bunyan Fest and the National Championship Muskie Open next month, and volunteers are needed. Paul Bunyan Fest is looking for volunteers to help on August 18th. That's with the setup, to serve food, and to assist with cleanup. The National Championship Muskie Open needs volunteers to assist with registration and beverage sales. That's on August 19th through the 22nd. If you would like more details on the events or to volunteer, send an email to events@eagleriver.org or visit their website, eagleriver.org. Coming up on Newswatch 12, we'll take a look at one local camp that's hoping to build a better future. But first, we'll get our full forecast with Jeff right after the break.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Northwoods Furniture, Eagle River.
Beautiful home in Mass City, Michigan with 263 acres being sold to the highest bidder regardless of price. Sunday, August 15th. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
At US Cellular, we know the local landscape, so we can help everyone stay connected for less.
Right now, get up to $1,200 off any 5G phone. The choice is yours.
Whether it's adapting the network for a strong signal where you work, or optimizing your coverage where you play, we're always hard at work to make sure our state-of-the-art 5G network works for you.
Up to $1,200 off any 5G phone with no trade-in or hidden fees.
US Cellular, America's locally grown wireless.
Need a new boat? Then it's time to trade and upgrade with American Marine and Motorsports, because we need your old boat. We need to buy fishing boats, pontoons, and speedboats. So trade in your old one and upgrade into a new boat today. Come check out more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else in Wisconsin. Or we could help you get top dollar by selling your old boat on consignment. It's time to trade and upgrade with American Marine and Motorsports Shawano.
If you can afford to launch yourself into space, you can pay your fair share in taxes. But billionaires and big corporations have avoided paying taxes for years. President Joe Biden's plan makes the rich pay their fair share so we can cut taxes for families with children and create millions of good jobs. Tell Senator Ron Johnson to stop putting billionaires ahead of the middle class. If you can afford to joyride in space, you can pay your fair share.
The St. Germain Chamber of Commerce presents their summer concert crawl. Join us at this local establishment for great live music.
Music every weekend, never a cover, and drinks priced right. TV, pool, darts, and more. Happy's Pub in downtown Woodruff.
Well, most of us missed what could have been a very destructive wind event across the area tonight. It largely missed the Northwoods, although central Wisconsin is seeing some wind damage out there. And no doubt there'll be more reports of that by tomorrow morning. But for now, this event is coming to an end across the area now, and we are in pretty good shape for us tonight. So here's the radar. And again, there's still a watch across the area, or parts of the area now. Just to the south of the area, I'll move that ahead again, a thunderstorm watch across central and southern parts of Wisconsin. That is in effect and through, if I keep this going, through about midnight or so. And then here's the radar. So again, there's a lot going on in here, but the severe weather has now pushed out of our area. It moved through Marathon County, Lincoln County, Portage County, Wood County, but the Northwoods, again, largely spared along and north of Highway 8. The rest of us, not so much. It's still ongoing across parts of central Wisconsin right now. Okay, so out there currently is a flood advisory for parts of Lincoln County into Marathon County as well. The rainfall rates earlier were intense across this area. That led to localized flooding, and we had 2-inch per hour rainfall rates. The drains can't keep up with that, but that is now pushed across central Wisconsin, and we are in a drying out mode. Here's the radar estimated rainfall with this, and again, many areas got clobbered. The brighter green colors are 2-3 inches of rain, and that's now pushing into southern parts of Wisconsin right now. So again, here is the big picture, and you can see what happened. It happened very quickly around 7 o'clock this evening. Storms, severe at that, right along Highway 8 and then pushing to the south. Those storms did do some damage. Andrew Kiekefer has more on that. Andrew?
Thank you, Jeff. You're absolutely right. We did see most of that damage today for areas south of Highway 8. So to look at some of those storm reports that we have for you here, some recent reports of wind damage in central Wisconsin, looking at a few areas around 10 to 1040 that had reports of wind gusts over 60 to 65 miles an hour, taking down trees, disrupting power lines. So power lines down out there now in central Wisconsin. You don't want to approach those. Any power lines on the ground should be treated as active lines and could be taken as dangerous. So looking more now at that impact for all those outages that Wisconsin Public Service is experiencing. Here we go, taking you for a few counties, looking at Lincoln, Marathon, Oneida, and Vilas. At least 2,000 customers without power in Oneida and Vilas, and then over 8,000 to 9,000 in Marathon and Lincoln counties. But the threat was not only about the power outages today. There are roads that have been closed due to flood concerns as well. So any sort of floods on the roadways, you don't want to approach or even attempt to go through those. You want to be turning around and find an alternative route. So by 9:25, there was that Schofield Avenue closed in Wausau. So that's now coming on up for the rest of the night. Looking out in Plover, not seeing too much of evidence of flooding there at the moment. Still some lightning, those thunderstorms working through the area. Jeff, what can we expect for the rest of tonight?
So we had funnel clouds, we had wind gusts near 100 miles per hour, we had flooding rainfall, but that is now gone. Their showers out there are ending as we speak. We'll have low temperatures down near 63 with an east wind around 5 miles per hour. For tomorrow, take a deep breath, right? Partly cloudy skies tomorrow, less humid, a bit breezy through the afternoon with high temperatures reaching for 80, but probably stopping just short near 78. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwest Furniture and Mattress shows a quiet day for us tomorrow. Also for Friday, a couple thunderstorms in the forecast Saturday. Not an all-day rain. Don't cancel your plans. And then a beautiful day on Sunday with high temperatures back in the low 70s. Nate?
Thank you, gentlemen. For the past 5 years, SOAR Summer Camp in Hatley has been pushing their campers both academically and mentally. The camp is for gifted students from 7th to 9th grade, and it lasts a week. In that time span, campers get to enjoy traditional camp activities while also rotating through academic lessons each day. One of the purposes of the camp is to help students break away from a traditional way of learning.
Important for the kids to have experiences outside the walls of a traditional classroom, an opportunity to play. Instead of being all in their head, they get an opportunity to have intellectual play time in a less structured setting than a classroom.
During today's camp activities, students got to learn philosophy lessons, political science, and learn how to do stitches from a general surgeon. Students are encouraged to work in team dynamics in different ways, and these hands-on activities allow them to expand their knowledge on different topics and mess around with new concepts.
Experience things that they might not, and it gives them new ideas and new outlooks on life and things that they might decide they want to do in a future self.
But while the camp is centered around learning, one of the main lessons they want to teach children is that it's okay to fail. And that's a lesson gifted kids often need to learn. Coming up on Newswatch 12, Aaron Rodgers finally broke his silence on his issues with the Packers over the last few months. We'll hear what he had to say after the break. But first, here's tonight's Job Watch.
Job Watch is brought to you by Ripco Credit Union.
There's a 100% chance of a BLT.
Celebrate this summer with the new BLT Ranch hand-breaded chicken sandwich from Hardee's. Feed your happy.
Hi, I'm Linda, and I am here because of severe chronic back pain. I have been seeing doctors after doctors. I've had back surgery, and I had had enough. So I went to Dr. Scher. I am relieved. I am happy. My family and my husband are very happy that I had this done.
Are you suffering with back or neck pain and considering the possibility of surgery? At the Spinal Aid Center of Wausau, we incorporate the latest technologies, including high-intensity laser therapy that provides the highest success rates in helping people just like you avoid back and neck surgery. With our treatments, there are no drugs and no surgery, just relief. Call today for a free spinal disc severity consultation and see if our treatments are right for you. Call 715-203-4392 or visit us at spinalaid.com. Start living your life pain-free.
Dad, we do this every day.
When I was your age, we didn't have the 2021 Nissan Rogue with intelligent all-wheel drive. You know what we had? The occasional Sunday drive, a gravel road here and there. We didn't get to experience the thrill of groundbreaking driving technology on a daily basis like you kids do.
The fiercely reimagined Nissan Rogue. Get 0% financing for up to 72 months on 13 models or save up to $52.62 on select models.
You like it made from scratch?
We know you do.
How about hot and hand-breaded?
That looks crispy.
First thing in the morning.
Not your grandpa's biscuit.
The new hand-breaded chicken biscuit from Hardee's.
Feed your happy.
Coming up on your Thursday, we'll learn about some of the best ways you can celebrate National Ice Cream Month.
And that sounds very good, Peter. And the weather will be better to celebrate Ice Cream Month starting for your Thursday and Friday. Or when you tune in for your Thursday.
Every summer, the lumberjack shows in Woodruff attract thousands to get some good entertainment. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson has more.
Buzzing, sawing, splashing, clapping, and some yo-hos. All familiar sounds at the annual Woodruff Lumberjack shows. For lumberjack Zachary Ray, it's just another part of the fun.
Just the competitive and fun side of it. I mean, we really enjoy what we do.
It's a friendly competition, but nobody likes to lose.
Once you're in a competitive state, you start competing with the guys, and it pushes you to be better.
Ray came across an ad in the newspaper looking for a summer job. Now, 5 years later, it's more than just a summer job.
I love the people. I love kids, and I love just the activity of it all.
From canoe jousting to log rolling to axe throwing, the opportunity for competition is endless. But Ray has his preference.
I enjoy the chopping events. The underhand and springboard chop, those are my two favorites. And the speed climbing is a lot of fun. Those are a lot of the adrenaline rush events.
The events in the lumberjack shows are only half of the experience for the audience. The other half is the jokes, which haven't changed a bit.
As a crew, we work really well together to deliver good jokes.
Vic Glodowski is in her 15th year as an announcer.
I read an ad in the paper, and I just had to answer it. Thought it was fun, thought it'd be fun.
Glodowski and her lumberjacks have fun during every show while they interact with the audience.
And it's just fun to be a part of giving people so much joy for just a couple hours.
What started from seeing an ad in the newspaper, both Ray and Glodowski enjoy giving the audience their biggest as much as they can. Reporting for Newswatch 12 in Woodruff, I'm Morgan Johnson.
The 2021 NFL offseason caused many Green Bay fans to sound the alarm as reports came out about Aaron Rodgers' future. But any rumors of a trade were put to rest on Tuesday as QB1 showed up in town to report for training camp, and he was on the practice field Wednesday with the team before media availability in the afternoon. And for the first time since the saga began, we finally heard from the man himself on the situation. According to Rodgers, the issues he had came from what he felt was a lack of respect from the front office.
Started with a conversation in February that the season ended. And I just expressed, my desire to be more involved in conversations directly affecting my job. Also, I wanted to help the organization maybe learn from them some of the mistakes in the past, in my opinion, about the way that some of the outgoing veterans were treated.
Of course, that's just a small snippet of the topics Rodgers covered. The entire interview provided great insight into his problems with the team. In the meantime, the Packers officially announced that Randall Cobb is back in the green and gold after a trade with the Houston Texans. We'll have more on that tomorrow. And sticking with Packers quarterbacks, NFL Hall of Famer Bart Starr will have a bridge named for him. Governor Evers signed a bill to officially rename the Walnut Street Bridge in Green Bay after Starr. By all accounts, Bart Starr was not only a good and decent man, but he had a deep love for this community and helped form the Green Bay that we know and love. That was from Governor Evers himself. Starr won 5 championships, including 2 Super Bowls during his 16 seasons with the Packers between 1956 and 1971. He died in 2019 at the age of 85. Moving to the baseball diamond now, the Milwaukee Brewers made a move to hopefully bolster their roster for a deep playoff run. The team acquired Eduardo Escobar from the Arizona Diamondbacks, a player that should provide a solid bat for the crew. But the team still had some business to take care of on the field. They were out east to face the Pirates, looking for their 5th win in a row. They got a great start from the offense, jumped out to a 7-0 lead before finally surrendering a home run. The Brewers get win number 60 on the season. The final score of this game, 7-3. And if you tuned in before the show, you saw quite a few gold medals handed out in the Tokyo Olympics. And here's a quick update on the medal count as of 10:30. The United States jumped into a 3-way tie for first place with 13 gold medals. They have 35 total. Also at the top is Japan and China with 13 golds each. Japan has 22 total medals and China stands with 28. We'll keep you updated on the medal count for the rest of the Olympic Games. Coming up on Newswatch 12, we'll take a look at what the Biden administration is doing to curb the recent spike in COVID-19 cases. That's after the break.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Mix 96.5.
The Eye Clinic of Wisconsin is leading the way for cataract patients with the addition of Light Adjustable Lens, a series of non-invasive light treatments that takes only minutes and allows your vision to reach its full potential. Learn how the Light Adjustable Lens can benefit you. The Eye Clinic of Wisconsin.
You are failing us, Senator Johnson. Protecting our democracy has never been partisan, and yet you refused to investigate the deadly attack on our Capitol. Access to the polls matters to all Americans, and yet you blocked voter protections that have the support of Democrats, Republicans, and independents. You are more committed to the lie.
By and large, it was all peaceful protests.
And rigging the system to retain power than you are to protecting Wisconsinites. The challenges facing our democracy aren't partisan. It's time Senator Johnson puts country over party.
There's a safe way to protect our kids from COVID-19 with a vaccine for kids 12 and up. Help your kids get back to being kids again, safely. Visit vaccines.gov to find a COVID-19 vaccine near you or call 211 to learn more.
Greer's Pier is a beautiful full-service marina located in the middle of the Manitowish Waters chain of lakes, offering a large rental fleet of pontoon, ski, and bass fishing boats for on-the-water fun. Greer's Pier is a Sylvan and Evinrude Platinum dealer with a service department is second to none. The newly renovated store is stocked with everything you need for boating, water sports, swimming, and more. Enjoy an incredible lunch on the dock with a signature drink while watching the boats go by at Greer's Pier.
Huge online auction, taxidermy, tools, reloading supplies, log home content, sporting goods, and more. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
Take it away, boys.
The latest weather updates. Weather Watch 12. Weather from where you live.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AT4 lineup. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC.
Get $3,000 purchase cash on 2021 Sierra Light Duty Crew Cab models. Plus, current eligible GMC owners get an additional $250 purchase allowance.
The Eye Clinic of Wisconsin is leading the way for cataract patients with the addition of Light Adjustable Lens, a series of non-invasive light treatments that takes only minutes and allows your vision to reach its full potential. Learn how the Light Adjustable Lens can benefit you. The Eye Clinic of Wisconsin.
Trusted service for all your commercial and residential real estate.
As COVID-19 surges among the unvaccinated, the Biden administration is getting more aggressive in its response as they zero in on those who have refused to get the vaccine. Caitlin Collins reports.
President Biden frustrated by the numbers tonight.
we still have a lot of people not vaccinated.
With the formidable Delta variant fueling new outbreaks, over half the country remains unvaccinated, and Biden is zeroing in on those who haven't gotten the shot.
The pandemic we have now is a pandemic of the unvaccinated. So please, 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 if you're not vaccinated, protect yourself and the children out there.
The president was in Pennsylvania to build support for his domestic agenda, but the Delta surge remained in the spotlight after he was introduced by someone whose mother died from COVID-19.
Carlo, I'm sorry about your mom. I really am. So many people.
Tomorrow, Biden is expected to announce that all federal employees must get vaccinated or submit to regular testing and other mitigation measures if they don't.
While no decision has been finalized, I will say that the attestation of vaccination for federal employees is one option under strong consideration.
Requiring federal employees to get vaccinated would be a massive shift in the White House's approach, and comes after top health officials reversed course by issuing new mask guidance for the fully vaccinated.
We put this guidance out because the science demonstrates that if you are vaccinated, you could potentially give disease to someone else.
The experts say those who are unvaccinated are overwhelmingly spreading the virus, as they become more blunt about who's to blame for the current national dilemma.
We have 100 million people in this country who are eligible to be vaccinated who have not gotten vaccinated.
Hospitalizations have been increasing for the last month and went up 35% over the last week. Almost daily, there are new reports of those who regret not getting vaccinated.
I never really realized how bad it would be, how bad this Delta variant would be.
Are those the teacher unions?
But not everyone is heeding the new warnings.
Time for us to stop being wimps in this country and teaching our children to be cowards.
A Broward School board meeting on mask requirements for the upcoming year was disrupted this week by mask-burning protesters.
Here are the masks that have been enslaving our children.
In Arkansas, where a statewide ban on mask mandates goes into effect this week, Governor Asa Hutchinson was shouted down after he attempted to dispute false claims about the vaccine.
Does this impact fertility? Well, the answer is no, and that's been the data, but
So at this point in time, there is no evidence that the COVID...
20,000 women you shut down from telling their stories.
If you find yourself needing a new dentist, come to their cozy cabin in the woods. This dental crew will be just like your family. So make your way to see the painless bunch, the painless bunch. Call today to see the painless bunch.
My name's Arthur. Merrill, Wisconsin. In August of 2019, I started getting numbness in my feet. By July of 2020, my feet were so numb, I lost a sense of balance. I thought I was walking on stilts. I seen this ad for spinal aid. I took 20 treatments from them, and by then my feet were 90% better and no longer felt as I was walking on stilts.
Are you experiencing weakness, numbness, and or pain in your feet or hands? These sensations might even be affecting other areas of your body along with your balance. You might have already been diagnosed with peripheral neuropathy and are taking drugs such as Lyrica, gabapentin, or Cymbalta that never seems to help. Neuropathy pain ultimately diminishes your quality of life. Call Spinal Aid of Wausau today to see if our treatment methods are right for you. Call 715-203-1508 to schedule your neuropathy severity consultation or visit us at spinalaid.com.
The Tokyo Olympics.
Let the games begin.
Let the games begin.
Let the games begin.
Let the games begin.
Let the games
Begin. Let the games begin.
Ceremony of it all, the majesty of it all.
Let the games
begin. Let the games begin.
Let the games begin.
Let the games begin.
Let the games begin.
Looks like it's time to trade. Because it's trade month at your local Ford dealers. Get more cash for your eligible trade-in. Any brand, any model, all month long. Get Trade Assist cash on top of what your eligible vehicle is worth and trade up to a new Ford SUV. Your trade-in is worth more than you think, only during Trade Month. Right now, get up to $2,000 Trade Assist bonus cash on eligible models. It's Trade Month at your Wisconsin and UP Ford dealers.
Huge online auction, taxidermy, tools, reloading supplies, log home content, sporting goods, and more. Contact Brass and St. Louis Auctions for more details.
Take it away, boys.
All right, Nate and Andrew, severe weather again today, the second time this week, but we largely got through it unscathed in the Northwoods, not so much across central Wisconsin.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's been a busy week for the two of you. The entire weather department, it feels like hopefully now you guys can get a little bit of rest for the next few days.
Yeah, I mean, Andrew, you were out in the field earlier today and then came back to the studio to help me out for a while. What did you see out there?
Well, we saw not too much earlier on today, though what we did see a lot of were WPS trucks just bustling all around Tomahawk. So while we're calming down tonight, I don't think WPS will be for the next day or so or two. There are over 25,000 customers that are affected with power outages right now across the area.
Yeah, and the Northwoods largely missed this event. This was basically below, south of Highway 8 event. We've had funnel clouds, we've had flooding, we've had, wind gusts near 100 miles per hour across parts of Wisconsin tonight. So if you're in the Northwoods, somebody out there knows somebody up north because, we got through this pretty well. But across central Wisconsin, my thought is with the light of day tomorrow, we're going to see lots of damage across the Wausau area, probably the Portage County area, over toward Weston, and then probably places east of there.
And if I'm not mistaken, too, some people were still without power from the storm on Monday.
About 8,000 going into today, just WPS, right? And that's not the only one. So we added to that, of course, with tonight's storms.
Absolutely. And hopefully we can stay dry at least for a couple of days. You're saying this weekend maybe a little bit?
Maybe a couple storms Saturday, but no big deal. Don't cancel any plans.
Of course, of course. Well, thank you so much for staying up with us, and we'll have more Olympic coverage right here on NBC. Enjoy the night.